Hi folks, welcome one last time in Season 9 to the Friendly Open. We only have the final remaining and we can actually catch it live, so the game has not started yet, which gives us a little bit of time to introduce the two players, and I can also introduce my co-commentator today, Peter. Hello.
Hello.
So we have Alex and Heerro playing in this one, and as you know, the decks have been set for the entire cut, so they have to keep the exact same deck without changes. And we know exactly what is coming today. So we don't have the deck lists, but we've seen the games, the previous games, so we do know a little bit. And we have Alex with Martell Knights of the Hollow Hill, which is of course a reset control deck that was very dominant at the recent online worlds. And we have Heerro playing something completely different, Greyjoy Crossing, which tends to be very fast on the other hand. And I think this is one of the games that is probably not going to be decided. It could go 55 minutes, but it's not going to be decided in the final round. I think the decision point will come earlier, whether Greyjoy can successfully close it before the inevitable comeback with all the resets starts happening for Martell. Would you agree with
We
that, Peter?
have the setup now.
Okay, so here we are. So what's your prediction?
Ooh, um, I mean, I haven't seen the Greyjoy deck that much, but if it is fast enough, it can win faster than getting 4 times reset and lose everything. I don't think it will win the long game, so either it goes like 2, 3 plots in, or I don't think you have chances. But I haven't seen much of the Greyjoy deck, so I can't be like, I don't know what's in the deck actually. I haven't watched his games, so
Yeah, I've
his
seen a couple.
games.
So I've seen the top 8 game and the final of event 4. That was just a few weeks ago, but it's not necessarily exactly the same as it was in that previous final, of course. Mm, so opening Summer Harvest, I guess he knew that exchange was coming, and that was just the best he could do with this opening, I'm guessing. But a good setup. Two of the strongest characters here, plus economy. So we have Alanis, who should draw a little bit as well, and we have Tion, who, yeah, is almost impossible to defend on the first challenge. Although this particular Martell deck does have a few characters with strength 1. Have Bastard's
Yes.
Daughters and Shadow City Bastard and stuff like that in the deck.
Oh, Core Asha.
Yes, so the restricted card of choice, if I remember correctly, is Drowned God Fanatic here, which stops you playing the 7 cost Asha. And so far everything unprotected, but then of course Greyjoy does have a save event which they can potentially play.
Yeah. Probably it comes down to when can you play which cancels. So like, will there be a cancel in hand for like removing icons, or will there be a safe event and no hands judgment for Martell? Or a hands judgment for the hands judgment. I think that will be a very deciding factor in the game.
Yeah, and he calls it thinking is such an annoying event in the plot phase because normally you would not be able to pay anything. So anything you try to do in the plot phase gets cancelled. That's what Floyd was just mentioned this in the chat. Venomous Blade coming in, which could be so annoying over the course of the game.
Yeah.
Kills Theon already.
Oh, that card.
Yeah, and if you want to do a military challenge here, it's of course coming straight back. But I think that's what you have to do pretty much here. So go for Intrigue, then Asha will do the other two unopposed. 2 gold left though, with potential to play Vengeance for Elia.
When does the mm, like you can get more power if you do military first? Oh, okay, we have him.
Yeah, so he cannot really be defended now.
No. You can just get your power for crossing and priced and kill the Desert Raider, which you actually don't want, so. But they can be saved, so.
Well, we have Hikoshi thinking spent here to cancel We Do Not Sow. I guess that was going to target Venomous Blade, maybe, to get rid of it permanently. And Secret Schemes is a pretty good intrigue pull here. Yeah, I guess she just goes for 2 challenges here, gets the crossing trigger, and then something gets killed, the other thing gets marched, and we start again with empty boards. But Greyjoy a little bit ahead on power.
I mean, everything will get killed if Hagen wins the military, right?
Yes, exactly. Actually, yeah, you don't need to march, you've cleared it. So that sounds like a
Okay.
plan.
So he starts with military. But yeah. Now, will you do the crown too and get the let the Desert Raider back in, or do you just stop now and lose both characters?
Well, crossing gets you another power, and unopposed gets you another power.
Okay.
But then the opponent, of course, Juken can do a power challenge, potentially, to take that back if he likes. And you have Desert Raider to do the
The
military.
military.
She stands with 6. Okay, that's going down to 4 again.
Hmm. There's no trick that Greyjoy now has to win the challenge against Hagen.
Something that would give plus strength for 0 gold.
No, I don't think that's in Greyjoy's arsenal. Oh, and you also cannot defend the crown challenge because you will get intimidated by.
That's just some random keyword that people tend to forget. Yeah. Of course, she's lost the icon anyway for Desert Raider, so.
Yeah, but at least you could win. You could have won the military challenge, but I mean, no, you choose which character dies, so it doesn't matter at all. Looks like a rough start for Greyjoy. 3 characters lost in the first round, 3 unique ones, and 4
Yeah,
power.
basically 3 gold plot here. And still was able to do all of that, which is just crazy. But okay, the game is not lost for Greyjoy.
Greyjoy has a lot of cards that just randomly give them lots of power very fast. I noticed that in the World Cup games a lot, that you always have a chance to win if you get a few unopposed in. Does it hit Varys? Ooh, heads on spikes. It did hit a character, so
Well, it's free
Hofer is
power, but
gone.
can you push on from here is the question.
But
Let's
also
see.
killing Hofer is like a nice thing to do because that can really mess up your crossing challenges a lot.
All 4 cards, including the cancel for reason potentially. Sees this not doing any great work. House then escort and the econ location. So nothing spectacular given to Alex here. Interesting that he's used the reducer, who could have potentially attacked on the power challenge.
I mean, the reducer will die through the blade, so probably.
Yeah, very possible.
Yeah, I think if you don't use him, you kill him with the ambush blade, and if you use him, then he can't be used in challenges, so. And we have a Shadow City Bastard that will probably remove the icons. And then I'm always surprised that in the early rounds there's still like characters on the Martell side, and then they actually can do all the challenges. So
Yeah, this could be rough again. So Venomous Blade could come in, get rid of the reducer, then Shadow City Bastard triggers. Venomous Blade goes back to hand.
and then you just then you can't do any challenge with Greyjoy and will just lose crown and
But decided to Marshal Dorn instead.
I think that is because the character is nailed. I don't think you have the pressure to immediately kill it because you can now. Greyjoy has no challenges if you sacrifice Shadow City Bastard anyway, so. Oh, okay. Does he then just decide to do all challenges back?
Well, sounds like a plan. Should be ahead on power that way. And what's this for?
Name.
Nothing that you can do with 1 gold, really. Except cancel for we do not sow potentially. Yeah, so that's what's going to happen.
Yes, okay.
But spent quite a lot of cards here for this. Only 5 left in hand now.
So 2 hands judgments are gone. No, 1 he calls it thinking and 1 hand's judgment is gone. And no claim. Burning on the sand.
And
but yeah, there will now just be 3 challenges back.
Heerro probably is going to trigger the Iron Gate.
So there is something in hand he wants to keep. Because I normally trigger it after if I have not the best hand.
Classic. Okay. So that's going to kill the lot. However, still spending all the cards, and both exchange of informations are gone now. So we could see.
Choosing the spear is a new addition, right? Like I haven't seen that in the Hollow Hill decks like World Cup or later on, but like in this like in the last friendly open, like in the best of 6 I saw it more.
Yes, it's not usually been played historically in this deck, but recently I think you see it more. I think it was in the World Cup decks that at least that Mad and Alex played 1 copy.
Okay.
So I was thinking maybe now is the time to just play Morghulis here for Greyjoy with only 4 cards in hand. You could play Marched as Martell to get the escort off the board. But actually can't come back yet because there's no 3 plots in the used pile. Coppers.
There's the draw. And bye Dawn.
Yeah, but you're getting 5 cards with this, so fair enough, I think. too bad that Venomous Blade is not in play at this point.
Oh yeah, otherwise. Oh, that maybe was then the consideration to play Dawn instead. Oh, there's the second Dawn, okay. Hmm. What can Greyjoy play? I mean, Euron with Silence would be a very nice card to have now, I think. Don't know quite the deck list, but it feels that half of the unique characters are gone already. Hmm?
Yeah, that's very possible. So he's playing, I think, the pillage version of Balon, the one that can put cards into play from the opponent's discard pile.
Hmm.
And I forgot which Euron he's playing here. I guess the one that can stand, right? Since it's a crossing deck.
Yeah, I assume that. Hmm. He can get very lucky with the Godbrother. If he gets the locations, then he can defend all the challenges. But hmm.
Yeah, has to let this one go.
Yeah.
It's going quite fast, this one, this Martell game. Up to 10 power with this in 3 rounds, which is highly unusual. Okay, and this one he does defend, and I guess hopes for a stand.
Okay, let's see. It's Renown and no stand. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
but
he's
now we
getting
will see
marched, right?
March. Yeah, there will be March, and yeah, the House Dane escort will be chosen, so you can replay that anyway. And neither clear plot has been played at all, so oh.
Yeah, it's not going to help too many cards now. Even if you hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll look back on the first round. So we had Theon, Alanis, and Asha in play, and we had a counter of Venomous Blade and Jaqen Hagar to just clear the board, which was pretty crazy
Yeah.
there. So any magic solution here? Okay, character bid intimidate, but stuff is getting marshaled on the other side for sure.
Mm. Yeah, Victarion will also not survive this round. Don't think he will get 2 power somehow on him.
Well, if he passes here and tries to defend with the 7 strength from Ironfleet Scout, then we'll have
He does
unopposed
that, yeah.
intrigue and unopposed power, and then dominance, so that would still be game over here.
Oh, he has 5 gold, yeah. Ah, there's the Theon in hand. But sadly he's dead already, so that wasn't playable.
Guess if you left this one unopposed and there was a save for Victarion, then he defends power. We go into another round. It looks like that's not the case.
But then you have the Stranger, I think. I mean,
Well, it does kill everything at least.
yeah, true. But I think Martell would be very happy with that actually. Like, what are the last Martell plots now? Stranger, Morghulis, Mad King, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So Mad King
GG
is
scores.
the one you delay anyway, because the opponent doesn't have a full set of locations. But yeah, this was, as we said at the beginning, the point where this game was decided was much earlier than this run up to 15 power towards the end. So yeah, not a surprise that Alex wins yet another friendly open. I think the first time that he's won with this format where we have the final, but he's won a couple of them early on when we just had a ranking list from the 4 or 5 events we had over the course of a season. Yeah, but once again, he confirms that he is the man to beat in this kind of format, and
And
not to
Martell is the
beat this
deck to
time for
beat.
Greyjoy. Yeah, we'll see how long it lasts. So we can invite you to a couple of events that are coming up in a very short time. I was guessing the other day that this French tournament, the Hands Tourney, that is going to be held July 2nd, that's a Sunday, is still going to be played with the current restricted list, and we might see the final attempts of these Martell Knights of the Hollow Hill deck to win stuff before it gets nerfed. Already 17 players are registered, so looks like it's going to be a nice online event, and of course everyone invited to join in.
It's the Sunday, the whole Sunday.
Let's see, does it say when it starts? Starting at 10 a.m. GMT plus 2, so that's Central European time at the moment, so morning time in Europe, and it's going to be 5 Swiss rounds plus the cut, so yeah, pretty much until the evening for this to be played out.
I think I can watch and maybe commentate if.
Yeah, I'll be playing, so we'll see if I get
You
knocked
will
out,
be playing,
then
okay.
we can
No,
probably
let's hope
stream the cut.
not.
And the other event, of course, that everyone is excited about that's coming up is the 8 Regents of Westeros.
Ooh,
And
I'm very excited about it. Yes.
so we have 8 players entered here, and these are the regents for this year, including my co-commentator, who is the regent for Night's Watch. Are you looking forward to that?
Yes, I'm very interested how this format plays out, and the deck building will be very interesting using all the agendas, at least the agendas you will keep without trading. But I would like to see all the factions with all the different agendas. That's like what people come up with for ideas.
Yeah, it's my favorite tournament, my favorite format. You just see a bunch of crazy decks and all the teamwork that goes into it to be able to play decks with every agenda basically that is available. You can trade a few if you manage to do it. There's trading is not as easy as it sounds, and
Okay.
but then you still have to play a lot of the decks that don't really exist as competitive decks. At least they're not known in the community as viable decks to play. So you have to invent stuff that you think will work, and it's really exciting. So we have 3 weeks and a bit until the draft happens, and yes, the sign up closes just a couple of days before that, and then round one starts on August 14th. But there's still lots of stuff to happen before then, because of course all the trades and all the team strategy will be happening after the draft, and I'm really looking forward to that. So we have, at the moment, looks like if it closed today, it would be around 8 players per team, but we still have some way to go until registration closes, and I know some people are waiting until the very last minute, so I'm hoping we can get maybe 10 players per team, which would be really exciting and would
Yeah,
be
I heard
even
there will
better than
be
last year.
few more people joining. Just one thing I didn't quite get with the rules. The deck building happens before, and then all decks are done, and then you don't change them
No, no,
when you
you
play.
have the entire tournament to you just show up with the deck, right? That you want to play on the day. You don't need to
Oh, okay,
build anything
because
in
like
advance.
so the deck building, like the deck building time part is just like for the teams to like build them together, but you can still change them
Yeah,
like
I
later
told
on.
Zini not to call it deck building time because that's it makes it sound like you need to build the decks in advance. Yeah,
Oh, okay, because I was quite confused also because I'm exactly on holiday in that time,
yeah,
like the
no,
start of that.
you
So.
don't need to. I'm guessing teams will build decks anyway, right? And or at least decide who
Yeah.
plays what and what can be played, what direction to go in. But you can build decks at the very last minute before each game and even customize them depending on the opponent and the faction you're playing against. So
Oh, okay, okay.
there's
That sounds good, yeah.
a lot of time for that. And yeah, the system could be different. We're using the same one as it was last year, where you have the
It
entire
sounds good, it
tournament.
sounds good.
I think it's a pretty good system. Okay, so let that be it for this afternoon. I hope you've enjoyed the game, and thank you, Peter, for doing this with me. Hopefully, we can get you on stream a few times during the 8 regions as well, if you're up for it.
Oh yeah, sure, probably. I'm always happy to be on stream.
Okay, then thanks everyone for watching today, and have a good day.
Bye bye.